engage in violence or to impede federal agents by assaulting, doxing, or obstructing their operations. On July 10th, law enforcement officers were executing a court-ordered search warrant at locations in Ventura County. Protesters, including members of an organization named VC Defensa, came to the site of the search warrants. VC Defensa is an organization that operates and manages what they call a rapid response network designed to impede federal agents and their enforcement operations. And that warrant is what you see on the camera there at the marijuana farm where the agents were attempting to leave. In one of the criminal complaints today, we are charging 2 members of VC Defensa for conspiring to impede and injure federal law enforcement officers. These 2 VC Defensa members went to the protests on July 10th in Ventura County and acted with others to assault enforcement vehicles and officers. One of the members charged in the complaint used her vehicle to block U.S. government vehicles from leaving the location, while another member and others ambushed the vehicles by throwing rocks at them. And those images went viral. Several government vehicles were damaged and a federal contract employee was injured as a rock went through her vehicle window, shattering the glass and striking her. And you're going to hear more about that case here shortly. Separately, in another incident that you also see on the TV here, on June 8th in downtown Los Angeles Civic Center, a group of agitators used the protests as an excuse to throw rocks, bottles, and other objects at officers, injuring several of them. Government and private property were vandalized. Los Angeles police declared an unlawful assembly, yet the violence continued. 9 of the defendants charged in that second criminal complaint were filmed on cell phones by local news and other media, throwing rocks, bottles, and objects, including objects on fire from an overpass on Main and Los Angeles Street here in downtown LA onto the CHP officers and their vehicles. 2 defendants charged in today's complaint were recorded lighting debris on fire and throwing it at CHP vehicles, pouring what appeared to be flammable liquid, which increased the size of the flames. The officers and vehicles were on the freeway after removing demonstrators who had marched onto the freeway to block traffic lanes. During the mayhem, one CHP vehicle was set ablaze. Officers were trapped while an angry mob threw debris at them from above. 9 individuals in that mob are charged with obstructing, impeding, and interfering with law enforcement during a civil disorder. That is a felony, a federal felony that carries a statutory maximum sentence of 5 years in federal prison. Lastly, federal agents today also arrested Giovanni Canil, a Boyle Heights resident who pepper sprayed a vehicle while the FBI SWAT officers were inside of it. Those officers were at a scene of a search warrant execution at Ambiance Apparel, a business in downtown LA on June 6. Canil is charged with pepper spraying them as they left the scene, causing injuries to at least 2 officers. Again, these are criminal complaints and allegations. Everyone is entitled to a presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law. As we have said many times, violence in any form, specifically targeted at law enforcement, is unacceptable and illegal. You will be arrested, you will be charged, and you will face serious prison time. For those people who disagree with federal immigration laws, you need to take it up with Congress. Congress passed those laws, and we are obligated to enforce them. We will not tolerate violence against officers who are simply doing their job. Yeah, and this, I want to be clear, this is not a game. I think some people out there think this is some sort of a game or political stunt, and you have elected officials who are encouraging this behavior. The consequences here are extremely serious. Just last week, we had an individual who rammed his vehicle at our agents, and he was shot by law enforcement. So not only was he shot, he was also charged with assault, and now he's looking up to 20 years in federal prison. So again, this isn't a game. Not only are these actions dangerous, they're also ineffective. We have not and we will not stop our immigration enforcement operations. Nothing will stop us. Nothing. So with that, I want to turn it over to Eddie Wang, the Special Agent in charge of Homeland Security Investigations here in Los Angeles.
Good morning. My name is Eddie Wang, and I'm the Special Agent in charge for Homeland Security Investigations here in Los Angeles. Before I begin, I'd like to send my and my office's deepest condolences to the family of Deputy Andrew Nunez and to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice.
We're listening in here to a press conference that we had yesterday as anti-ICE protesters have been arrested in Southern California for allegedly assaulting officers. But I do want to head to a live image that we are just getting into our newsroom, taking us out over to South Korea. NVIDIA CEO there speaking after arriving in Seoul for the APEC summit.
What do you think of the AI is like doubling and what's the concern about the market like?
So did you hear her question? Her question is, I came to Korea the day after NVIDIA reached $5 trillion. As you know, and I'm very grateful and very honored that NVIDIA is the first company in history to reach $5 trillion. The facts are that artificial intelligence is the most impactful technology of our time. It is the most impactful technology of all time. This is very likely going to be the largest technology industry the world's ever known. And so, is it possible for NVIDIA to be much larger than us today? I think the answer is absolutely so. And so, I look forward to continuing to work hard, and I thank all of you for your support. The future is really quite amazing with artificial intelligence for healthcare and transportation and manufacturing and just every single field of science. It will impact every single industry. And so it will be the largest single industry the world's ever seen. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, so we basically they're just catching the tail end as the NVIDIA CEO arriving to the APEC summit. He is there in Seoul, Korea, where you saw several people gathering around him. He was talking a little bit to the press there. We'll see if we can get these full remarks and showcase them to you later on today. A reminder that really when it comes to digital technology, including artificial intelligence, but also chips, it has been top of mind, especially when we saw President Trump speaking with Chinese leader Xi Jinping also in South Korea. A lot of these have to do with trade negotiations that many countries are trying to get to around the world. Time right now, 8:06 on the East Coast here, 5:06 on the West Coast. We'll be right back.
There's not much I haven't heard in my line of work.
What can this mean?
The killer is trying to cover their tracks.
Father Brown is not your average priest.
Who's there?
There's nothing we can't solve over tea and strawberry scones, Father.
You can see the crowd. It's incredible.
We're in the fight business. All kinds of fighting goes on here.
Give that kid a contract!
There's no off-season in the UFC.
The sickness is real.
Life had been great for Casey.
At least Mom's really happy. And George is really nice.
Doesn't make up for his 3 annoying children, especially the eldest.
That is before life with Derek.
You are one of the most annoying people I've ever met.
Her new stepbrother is a bit of a handful.
I don't see an end to this fighting. Derek and I don't like each other.
But they may just find a way to get along.
Derek is so going down.
filled with the greatest players of all time. Serena Williams, Aaron Judge, Neymar, Steph Curry, even David Letterman. David Letterman!
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox, where I want to head back to some comments made at a press conference that happened just yesterday on Wednesday over in Los Angeles. As we have seen that several anti-ICE protesters have been arrested for allegedly assaulting police officers. Let's head back to those comments.
Wong, and I'm the special agent in charge for Homeland Security investigations here in Los Angeles. Before I begin, I'd like to send my and my office's deepest condolences to the family of Deputy Andrew Nunez and to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice, and may you rest in peace, Deputy Nunez. Earlier today, Homeland Security Los Angeles special agents assigned to the Homeland Security Task Force, along with the FBI, IRS, Criminal Investigations, and ERO, executed a search warrant in Oxnard, California, and attempted to arrest 2 individuals charged with conspiracy to impede or injure a federal officer. Those 2 suspects are active members of a Ventura County-based rapid response network, VC Defensa. One of the suspects, Isaiah Carrillo, was arrested at the scene as he attempted to flee from law enforcement. The other suspect, Virginia Reyes, fled prior to the execution of the search warrant, and her whereabouts are currently unknown. There is an active federal criminal arrest warrant issued for Virginia Reyes, and she is to be considered a fugitive. Today's enforcement action stems from the violent criminal activity surrounding the July 10th, 2025 execution of a judicially authorized federal search warrant at a marijuana cultivation farm in Camarillo, California, as well as other related incidents. Upon entering duty, every single federal law enforcement officer swears to an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And while the First Amendment protects the freedom of speech and the freedom to peacefully assemble, it does not provide for a right to assault federal officers, impede or obstruct federal officers, or conspire to do so or destroy government property. The actions taken by these suspects and others on July 10th and other related incidents were neither speech nor peaceful. So let me be clear. We will vigorously protect the rights to free speech and the right to peacefully and freely assemble. But we will also, without fear or favor, deliver consequences and bring accountability to those that would assault, impede, or obstruct federal law enforcement officers or destroy government property. I would like to thank the HSI Los Angeles special agents, criminal analysts and task force officers, as well as our federal partners and the assistant U.S. attorneys who dedicated countless hours to bringing this investigation to light. Please note that this investigation is active and ongoing, with at least 9 suspects outstanding, including the pictured Virginia Reyes. As we expect to make more arrests associated with this investigation, as well as the scores of other criminal incidents surrounding